Well, hello there, St. Luke's. It's good to be back with you here in the States with this midweek message. Thankful for the encouragement that some of you, or many of you, have been giving me about our reporting, our hard-hitting investigative journalism from Kigali, Rwanda. So I'm glad you enjoyed that, and it was a great joy to do. And but it is nice to be back, and so I will be updating you all at this Rector's Forum in particular on what exactly transpired and in Kigali with the drafting of the Kigali Commitment, as it's called. But suffice it to say, I will be, this entire experience not only will affect me and Liza personally, having been there and sort of experienced the travel and the place and all the people, but it will have profound ramifications and implications for our church, for the Anglican Church in North America, for the global fellowship of confessing Anglicans, for all our lives going forward as Anglicans will not be the same. It remains to be seen exactly how different they will be, and probably promises in not to be too dramatically different in fairly short order. Although we have sort of witnessed something that was really not expected in my lifetime, and will have profound ramifications for the resetting of global Orthodox Anglicanism going forward. So stay tuned about that. You will be hearing more this particular Sunday in the Rector's Forum, but probably throughout our time together, because it was that substantial and that monumental. And so thank you for all of you who were praying for us. We're grateful for the safe travel, and there was nothing at home that happened. There was nothing during our trip abroad that was that we were grateful for all of that being covered in prayer. We're thankful for the time you allotted me away. Grateful for the Reverend Dr. John Schuler to come, and I know he's a wonderful teacher and preacher, and so I was a great, had no question or qualms about leaving you in good hands there. But overall, it was just as we had hoped for, just as we had prayed for, and it could have exceeded our expectations in almost every way. So you'll hear a lot more about that going forward. But here we are, back on the ground, and there's a lot going on here at St. Luke's. No rest for the weary. And so I've got a number of things to tell you about, but I also have a wonderful and exciting announcement that I will leave until the end. And so it will keep you listening until the end, but stay tuned. You're going to want to listen to it. Okay, so first of all, one of the great things about being in Rwanda at the GAFCON conference was the fact that everyone there was wearing a name tag. And who would have thought that, like, in a room full of people that you wish you knew better, some of whom you only knew by face, that when they had name tags on, then it was a transcendent, glorious, ephemeral experience to just simply say, "Hi, Joe. Hey there, Sally," all the various ways. So that's just a reminder that I know I haven't been here as sort of harping on it as lovingly and as persistently as I am going to be. But we are still hoping that the expectation will be, as when you're on campus, that you are wearing a name tag. That is not simply for your sake, or not really for your sake at all, but for the love of your neighbor, that you would help them help you by not having them feel awkward or shamed or in any way discomforted by perhaps not immediately recalling your name, even though we know that you are the most memorable person. We know that. But not everyone is as memorable as you are. And so we need to help those people by wearing our name tags. So please, if you have lost yours, we're happy to make another one. If you would like to change your name because we didn't realize that you actually like to go by Skippy instead of Frank, well, then just let us know, and we'll get that taken care of. But name tags, we're still well within the 9-year threshold of catching up to Christ Church Mount Pleasant with name tag culture reset. So I wanted to remind you of that. Also, you may be of interest to you, but we are going. My day off is on Friday. Some of you may not have known that. And now that we are in the process of restaffing, we are going to have the clergy have Fridays off across the board. And so there will be obviously with exceptions in terms of funerals and emergencies. I mean, we're always available in that respect. But just as a matter of course, Friday, the sort of the clergy wing, the pastoral care center is going to be off, so that ensures that we're all on the same day, we're all on the same time and rhythm. And so that means, for all intents and purposes, the office will be closed. And so that is not, we will be shutting down the office on Friday. There will still be people doing some work as needed, but in terms of visitation and sort of the normal sort of opening, that will not be open on Friday in the same capacity as it will be from Monday to Thursday. So Monday to Thursday, it's from 9 to 4. There'll be a loving, smiling presence here when you stop by, and of course, as always, the clergy are available for meetings as available, usually by appointment. And so, we're often in and out, but always happy to have you call or text or get in touch with and get on the calendar, and we love to meet with you just whenever we can. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. Beginning next Friday, there will be a new rhythm in place, and that's in service of, we don't want to jump ahead, but welcoming on the rest of our clergy team. Stay tuned. It's coming at the end. That's okay. That. So this Monday, we are going to be having our BMOC meeting, which is going to be the final BMOC, Being Men of Christ meeting for the season. We are going to take a hiatus during the summer, June, July, and August. We're going to come back in September. But for this final meeting, we have a change in speakers, and we're going to be welcoming Patrick Weber, who is our brand new youth minister. And he's going to be driving down to see us on Monday, and he's going to be able to introduce himself and give sort of a testimony and a little bit of a vision for his life and ministry and work here at St. Luke's. And so you don't want to miss this. It's the last one. And Patrick Weber's coming, and we want to show him a good welcome, because the next month in June he will have already arrived and have begun working here. So this is a wonderful opportunity. The BMOC meetings from 5:30 to 7:30 sharp. We will stop right at 7:30 to get you home in time to do whatever it is you were going to do that evening. And so please mark your calendars. Bring a friend, another man who may not even come to church. It's a wonderful opportunity to introduce people to St. Luke's, and we can't wait to welcome Patrick and to hear what he has to say. You'll be as excited and encouraged as I know I will be. And so please mark your calendar. May 1st in the Crons from 5:30 to 7:30, welcoming Patrick Weber here to hear a little bit of his story and his hopes and dreams and goals and aspirations for his time here with us at St. Luke's. Okay, this Sunday, we are having the children's musical at the 10 o'clock service. So there will be a little bit of a different service than normal, to put it lightly. But we're excited about that. The children's choirs have been working tirelessly with Nina around the clock to prepare for this musical. So come prepared for that. And immediately following the 10 o'clock service, we're going to have a pizza party for all of the parents and children involved in the musical. So if that's you, stick around, and we'll invite you again on Sunday. But we are looking forward to having a wonderful day of fellowship and time together after the service, but also looking forward to watching our children teach us and sing and sort of perform for us a musical about Moses and the plagues of Egypt. And so stay tuned for that. I know I'm excited. And of course, if you aren't interested in coming to the musical, the 8 o'clock service will be standard 8 o'clock service. And so that may be, so just beware and be forewarned. That's what you're going to be looking at today. This weekend. Okay, finally, as I alluded to in the past, we have the Lord has heard our prayers for to bring us just the right person to come work here at St. Luke's with us, and so we have just recently called, and he has accepted the call. The venerable Dr. Kelly O'Lear, who is coming to be with us as our associate. Kelly, you can read his bio in the leaflet, but suffice it to say he is eminently qualified, and he is. We have spent some time in Zoom. We spent some time in person. He's met people. He and his wife Jen, and we are over the moon, and we're ecstatic about this. He's going to be beginning in August 1st. So pray for some traveling mercies and moving mercies. But we are grateful. I am beyond grateful to the Lord for having sort of preserved us with this sort of decided. We haven't been up to full complement since I've been here, but that's okay. It was by design because we have been prayerfully considering and praying through and interviewing all sorts of different people, and just waiting until the Lord made clear who the right person would be, and He has done that decisively and decidedly here with Kelly. So we're looking forward to welcoming him and Jen, his wife, and his 4 children, and 2 are coming with him. 2 are adult and grown. With the 2, Maggie and Jude, are going to be joining us. Jen, Maggie, and Jude, and Kelly, August 1st. And so pray for them. I'm going to put their picture up right here. This is the whole family, and then this is Jen, Kelly, Maggie, and Jude. I think that's going to work. You'll get the picture. One is smaller than the other if I can't figure out the editing. At any rate, thank you for your prayers. We're excited to be welcoming Patrick and Kelly and their families, wives and kids, and we're just grateful. I think that's the word of the day. It's the word of the Christian word of life. Is that as we were leaving to go to Kigali, I was remarking to some people that it felt like it was the end of the beginning, and it has promised to be that. As we've returned back here, it has been with a sense of encouragement and gratitude for what the Lord has carried us through. Not simply these past 9 months, but these past 25 years with the wrestling of the Anglican Communion. And now as we return here with the prospect of welcoming a youth minister and his family and an associate and his family, and looking at all of the things that we have in store for the summer and the fall, it's with a profound sense of gratitude for the Lord and His providential hand in our lives, ordering and guiding, bringing us here and sustaining us here at this church with you all, that it's overwhelming at times. And so thank you all for your prayers. We are blessed beyond measure to be a part of this wonderful church community and this body of Christ here on Hilton Head. And we look forward to the Lord continuing to be merciful, to continuing to uplift and uphold His faithful servants, you and me and the rest of us who have been called by His grace into His marvelous light, and watching what He does through the paltry work of redeemed sinners who are grateful to be called in service of the King. So thank you. Look forward to seeing you Sunday, next Monday, and continue to pray for moving, traveling mercies for all of the various people who are going to come join us here at St. Luke's. So until then, take care and God bless. Bye.